Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Family Tradition Fishing. Billy here. I got asked by a subscriber, Chris West, to do a video of how to break down, or how I approach, rather, the re-reg lake here at Carter's Lake. He's a local fisherman, and he wants to know how to fish the RipRap, or how I approach fishing the RipRap. Firstly, just going to say, take advantage of your two high percentage parts of the day: early morning, late afternoon. You know those are going to produce better than any other time of the day. I'm not saying don't get out in the afternoon if you have the time. If you do have the time, get out at any time of the day. But if you get to pick and choose, set the alarm early or after work if you get off 6, 7 o'clock, because it doesn't get dark until like 9 o'clock in Georgia right now. It's insane. I love it. You get more time to fish. Sadly, I don't get off till 9 o'clock. So either which way, take advantage of the two high percentage points per day. Other than that, I approach it like I approach a new lake all the time. I'm going to go to RipRap, period. If I'm going to a new lake, I know nothing about it. I haven't talked to any of the locals. I'm going to the dam site where there's RipRap, any kind of bridge where there's RipRap, big chunk rock, things like that. Fish are going to be there. Whether you can get them to hit or throw what they want to eat, that's completely different. Second thing I look at when I approach RipRap is, does the sun hit it first thing in the morning, or does the sun get high on it early afternoon? Sometimes it produces better, one will produce better than the other. This morning, the sun actually hits on that side. I'm gonna start on this side over here that is still shaded. I think it's gonna produce more. I don't know why I think it's going to produce more, I just do. I'm gonna throw the GoPro on my chesty, and I'll talk to you more about what I do when I get over to fish. I brought 4 rods today. This is what I normally start off with: a square bill, a drop shot on this one, swim bait, and what I always start off with, a popper, a walking bait. So that's what we're gonna start with. Another bait that I forgot and just didn't bring with me was a jerk bait. I love jerk bait. More so, I like jerk baits more than I like square bills around RipRap, but I didn't bring one. I was in a rush this morning. I actually had my alarm set for 2 hours earlier, and that didn't happen. I stayed up. My son got his first job yesterday, oddly enough, on a Sunday. He started work, and he didn't get off till midnight. And I wanted to go out, or not go out, I wanted to stay up and talk to him about his day. So I did that. And then I made it a little hard waking up at 4:30 this morning. We made it down here. I'll see if we can get it. There's the first blow up. Missed it though. But he did show himself. And if I had that drop shot, I'd have threw it out there and followed up. Missed him. He just threw it up out of the water. See if he comes back. He did not, did he? The sun is still behind these trees over here, still casting a shade. So we're gonna go over here to where it starts, the first transition. There's a blow up. Got him. Hey, you let go. No, little big guy. Little baby, oh. Yeah, little guys can be problematic. Now I'm gonna show you something. This is the fattest, chunkiest little fish. Look at that, I'm not even kidding. If you could see the belly on this guy right now. That is the fattest small fish I've ever seen in my entirety. I don't know why now. He's hungry. He was willing to eat. Missed it the first time. He came back, he said, give me that thing. That's why he has that belly on him. Can't get away from the dinner table. Like me a few years ago. Why are you not walking? What is going on here? There we go. The bait had its helmet on or something. Didn't want to do its job. Sitting over there licking windows. Come on. But they taste so salty, Daddy. There's a big one sitting out there jumping. That's what it's like though. You're on the bank, you're like, get out there. Smash them big ones. But if I was sitting out there on a boat, I'd be like, I want to go fish that riprap. Grass is always greener on the other side. And it's the same thing bank fishing as it is in a boat. People ask, when do you move? When it stops producing. Once you say, good, ain't nothing here, move. Because you're just going to be casting with no confidence the rest of the time. And if you ain't got no confidence, you ain't working this bait, you ain't paying attention, your head's on a swivel, you're like, oh god dang, did you see that bass way out there jump? And you just ain't working your bait right. You ain't putting no mental thought into it, you're just going through the actions. Once that happens, you done lost the battle. That doesn't mean ADD all over the lake. Come out, cast twice here. Nope. Go over yonder, fish that little stick up as you can see out there. Give it 2 shakes. No, gotta go. ADD. I turn you away from the sun. I really want to fish that way too. Work down this point right here. It's a long sloping point. Long. It goes out yonder. Now, right here, Chris, I'm going to tell you, it's where I've had the most luck either side of these dams. I'm going to tell you why. You can see when I throw my bait out there and I'm walking it, it's getting pulled down toward the dam at all times. So this little break right here on this backside right here and where this point comes around, the current's always pulling bait fish and stuff past here. So the fish, I mean, the best luck I've had is on this side. Murdered, as I say that. He's not a giant, but they stays right here waiting for these bait fish to get pulled by. And that's where I've had the most luck. So, not saying it'll work for you, Budrow, but on cue, this little dude comes up and smashes. He's pretty. And yes, I've been sniffing fish for a long time. It's not just because I watch Lake Fork Guy. I do, but actually, back in the day, seen one of the guys on TV, I think it was Bill Dance, that used to kiss fish. I didn't ever want to kiss one. I went to kiss it once. I was like, ugh, it's slimy. Diddy, don't make me do it. So I gave it a little sniff instead. And with that sniff, I started, and I know this is dumb, I would sniff bass from different lakes, different parts of the lake, see if they smelt different. And they do. They been eating crawdads, you know it. They got halitosis as they've been munching on some crawdads, I'm telling you. Smells like a, you know, when you go out drinking all night and you got that bad breath the next morning, teeth feel like they got some moss on them. Yeah, buddy. That's what some crawdad fish breath smells like. Right here as well, if you can tell out where I'm at from the dam, you got 2 points coming out. Then you got behind these 2 points on this side, you have 2 indentions. Right where that fish just jumped, actually. I don't think you can see that. But right off those points, right in this indention, I've had really good luck as well. It is the same as I was explaining up at the other end. It is a point for bait fish to get pushed by, and bass will sit here and wait at these points on both sides. Now, as one produced more for me than the other, oddly enough, it's been the other side. Unlike the other point way down there, just like that point back there, this side produces better for me on the back point back there. But this side right here, this point has not been as good as the other one. I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna sneak right down here and throw off of this point, and then I'm gonna go over there and throw off that point. See what happens. And here we are to the last place that I'm gonna give a little try. I skipped that point out there. I've seen some fish on the other side, but this one right here, I mean, personally, I have caught the biggest of all the ones I've caught from the RipRap here. And it's been off this log. If not this log, you can tell by the stand up and everything else. I actually watched a video of mine that came out in the second winter that Georgia had. We had winter, first spring, second winter, second spring, 3 months of third winter, and then we never had a third spring. We went straight to summer. But if you watch that video, this is actually where I caught some pretty decent fish with my friend Christian. So I'm gonna give it a little try. I walked past it. You don't want to go directly to it and spook the fish that are there. So I walked a little past it, almost just died. Cut my calf muscle off, it'll be okay. Walk past it so you don't spook the fish. I'm gonna go ahead and set my backpack down right here. See if they're a little deeper. Well, Chris, buddy, that's it. That's how I break it down. It's that simple. I do not veer away from top water. I will throw it all day. I am that guy, and it produces for me. I love the top water. They will be a walking bait, a buzz bait, or something, depending on what time of the year it is, tied on at all times, in my kayak, on land beside me, however I'm fishing, it is there. And if I'm fishing RipRap, best believe I'm gonna throw some top water, especially some walking baits. So I use it all day. I will variate. If they're not hitting it for a while, I'll throw it down. But there's always bait fish on RipRap. There's always going to be big bass hanging around if you can just find out what they're hitting. But thank you for watching. You have been my longest fan so far. The first fan that I have that was not a family member, which was really cool. I promised I would do a scrounger video for you back in the day. I didn't get around to that. I lost the scrounger that I liked. No, it wasn't a unicorn. I just haven't been able to get back to the place that I bought that one that has the really good ones that I have confidence in. Not saying the other ones are bad, I just have no confidence in them. And if you're fishing without confidence, you're not really fishing. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that little bell notification, and like always, catch you next time.